starting outside row 3. Brody Center on the pole. Green flag's in the air. He'll lead him into turn number 1. And they go 3 wide. They're opening up as DJ Workmeister has something break on his car. He went all the way up the racetrack, very slow right now. Down the back straightaway, it looks like something broke in the right front of his car. You see that thing just kind of hanging nose down. It will be Brody Center leading lap number 1, followed by Jeff Carpenter, Larry Brigner, Tyler Vache, and Zach Madrid as DJ Workmeister. I'm going to say possible right front flat on that car. That comes by very slow down the front straightaway. Can't really see right now with the wall. But definitely an issue with DJ Workmeister. He'll take his car off the racetrack as we race on here. We got a battle heating up now for second. Larry Brigner in the 02X. Definitely one of the faster drivers so far in the 2021 season. Took a while to get the stock car program dialed in. He is a former pure stock track champion out here at Arizona Speedway. When he switched over to the rules, took a while to get that car done and everything situated. But he has been one of the fastest drivers out here at the racetrack so far here in 2021. We'll see what Larry can do as Zach Madrid now looks to be Carpenter for that 3rd spot. Zach Madrid back inside the 7M this weekend. Letting Anthony take over the wheel for a few races there. Got a win out at Canyon Speedway as well as here at Arizona Speedway. Right now, Zach running in the 3rd spot, doing double duty here this evening. Also going to be out as modified later on as the battle heats up for the top spot. Larry Brigner dive down the inside of Brody Center, but Center though with good drive into turn number 1. Here comes Zach Madrid now making a 3-car race. So they come off at turn number 2, still side by side for that 2nd spot. Brigner will nose ahead of Zach Madrid in the 7M. As Madrid though once again going to look to the inside of Brigner for 2nd. Brigner trying to look to the inside of Brody Center now for the top spot. Going to be a 3-wide battle for the lead, not quite yet, as it's still Brody Center out front in the 28, showing the way off of turn number 2. Zach Madrid trying to clear the 02 of Brigner, as now he will finally do that and pull up side by side with Center. Side by side there for a brief moment as Larry Brigner gave a good charge into turn number 4. His car washed up the racetrack as it will be Madrid and Center now battling out for the top spot. Into turn number 1 they go. Zach Madrid down the inside of Brody Center, who's up top. He's living and dying by the high line. Now he's going to clear Center off at turn number 2. That's going to bring a roar from the race fans here at Arizona Speedway as he's coming off at turn number 4 to the white flag. Larry Brigner dives down the inside of Brody Center. Zach Madrid takes the white flag. Larry Brigner was in that 2nd spot ahead of Center, but it's Madrid driving away from Brigner off at turn number 2 here this final lap. About 10 car lengths the gap right now already for Zach Madrid and Larry Brigner as they come off at turn number 4. 7M, Zach Madrid, he'll take the checkered flag here in heat race number 1, followed by Brigner, Center. Jeff Carpenter about smack the wall off at turn number 4. He'll come home in 4th over the 421 of Tyler Vache. As the green flag is in the air, we're underway. And the 2 drivers out of Williamston, North Dakota, Seth Dixon and Jacob Nelson, going to run around the top side of Dennis Losing in number 15. They'll take the top 2 spots off of turn number 2. It's going to be Seth Dixon showing the way over Jacob Nelson as they work their way into turn number 3. Off of turn number 4, Nelson will look down the inside of Dixon. They go side by side for the top spot. Give it to Dixon, though, lead lap number 1. Dixon will lead lap number 1, followed by Jacob Nelson with Dennis Losing, Kenny Gill, and Raymond Doyle, rounding out your field of 5 cars here in this heat race number 2. Now Jacob Nelson once again going to look down the inside of Seth Dixon. Almost made contact with him going into turn number 3 as they come off at turn number 4. Still side by side, beating the banging off of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. It's going to be Dixon hanging on to that top spot. Jacob Nelson about giving a little bumper love there to the into turn number 1. So go off at turn number 2, just inches separating those 2 drivers as they work their way down the back straightaway into turn number 3. See the hood piece on the right front starting to flap up in the air right now for Jacob Nelson. So trying to work his way around that Seth Dixon Racing entry. Once again, little bumper love there and going into turn number 1. It's Dixon showing the way. Jacob Nelson all over him though. Dennis Losing, Kenny Gill, and Raymond Doyle round out your field. A lot of gap separates those 3 drivers as the top 2 right now all over each other for the top spot. It's Dixon showing the way, followed by Jacob Nelson going into turn number 1 once again. Off of turn number 2, Nelson going to drop the nose down the inside that 21D of Dixon. Now they go side by side. Going to be a drag race down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Nelson to the inside, Dixon up top. Give the top spot to Jacob Nelson off of turn number 4. Great racing action there. The opening 5 laps, Jacob Nelson now the man out front. He'll have about a car length and a half advantage over Seth Dixon in the 21D. Another 6 car lengths back to the 15 to Dennis Losing, 10 back to Kenny Gill, and I don't know, 30 back to Raymond Doyle in the 62. Off of turn number 4 they come. Jacob Nelson starting to widen out his gap right now over Seth Dixon. 19.442. The lap time ran for Jacob Nelson, the 10J, a 19.662 for Seth Dixon in the 21D. Those two drivers lead the way going into turn number 3 off of 4. White laundry in the air this time for Jacob Nelson. He'll lead the field into turn number 1. Nelson leads him off of turn number 2. Dixon did change up his line just a little bit. Couldn't quite find any goodie down the bottom side of the racetrack. Nelson widens that gap out once more. Off of turn number 4, checker flag is in the air. He'll wave, and we have heat race winner number 2 to Jacob Nelson. So Dixon comes home in second. Nelson Losing third, fourth, Kenny Gill. And rounding out your field of 5 is the 62 of Raymond Doyle.